All aboard, welcome aboard. I'm Kelly Jack. This is How Not to Game with Kelly Jack, and we're back to the expanding worlds for Semitrans Pack 64 tutorial. Not so certain how much tutorial it's become as it is gameplay nowadays. But that's because we've pretty much covered a lot of stuff. Or have we? Let's take a peek at something. I had a question. I took a peek at it. I got a bunch of passengers waiting to get over to Portus Muruslura from Portus Muruslura. So, we've only got one train. Maybe it's time to add 2 trains. Or at least one more. So I'm going to grab me another errand. And I'm thinking, because of how many people we're carrying down there, 700 people, I'm thinking we're going to add a different set of cars. But then again, nah, stick with what we got. But we're going to up it to 5 cars. And a mail car. Why? Because we kind of have mail going there. So let's start moving some of that mail. And this will mean merging the stop. So it's not really an old route. We're going to be looking at the new route. And we're going to cheat. Go to our passengers. Rail. And not that one. There we go. Caesar's Chariot. So we're basically just adding a second train. And I have him set to go to 50% over here. And that's part of the problem. So, set him up, Caesar's Chariot, go to Portus Muruslura, which is now going to become our 50%er, and out here is going to go down to 20. And we're going to go ahead and send him to Portus Muruslura. Start that guy off and start him running. And the question is, can we take back from Caesar? I don't see it happening. So, the question is, do we cede Portus Muruslura station to Caesar or not? And then let him pay the merge, which is... how much does the merge cost? Let's see if it'll let me. Yeah, it's not going to let me merge it. There we go. So we merged it in, paid the big bucks. But that'll let us carry mail. On at least one train. And then we'll have to go through town and start setting up mail route. As well as a post office over here, which we didn't have. And I'm just going to make it as part of the, have Caesar make it as part of the station complex. Our typical 20-minuters. As we can see, we're starting to get those little orange dots that tell me that I need to get people to other places. And we've got one town left to hook into for a stop. One town that could probably use some expansion down here at Oakham. And then it's time. And I'd like everybody to start considering. Feel free to sound off in the comments down below whether or not you feel it is indeed time to have Caesar grant us more territory or not. That's a Senate vote. So in the comments, leave that message. And for those keeping track, I believe this is episode 66. So we've done two little actions there that'll help us. And we need to figure out how to serve the sawmill. So he goes to that one. And we got to figure out what to do with this fish swarm that came in. I'm not a big fan of the land fish swarm, as we know by that wonderful glitched graphics there. It's not as bad if you're not moving it around. Okay. Gonna bring up a quick little run like this. And I got to figure out how we're going to take and make a connection here. I think our best bet is just to make a connection like that. Blast out that signal. And then put one here. Okay, where did we say was the fastest dispatch? That one. But that's not going to work for this guy. He's going to work from here. And we're going to give him a Borsig. Well, I was going to give him a Borsig. I'm not not too big of a fan of the Borsig, as we know, so we're going to go ahead and buy an Aaron. One of the obsoletes, but oh well. Ooh, the Aaron can't pull wood. Yeah. Well, I guess we're not buying an Aaron. We're buying a Borsig. No, Borsig. Not a very good vehicle, but it will have to do. Make certain I'm doing a waypoint there so he goes this way. Here. Then here. Take him back this way. After that, he'll be good. Now up there we need to put in our station. %, that load. And I got me a word I want to use. And we'll call him the log train in Latin. Should be tram stipes, but we're just going to do it that way for now. Launch that guy out. And hopefully this will not cause any issues. Sorry if I'm a little bit soft on the voice. It is after a certain time at night. Don't want to wake people up. Doing this one at night because, frankly, I've reached a point where I've got to do some work tomorrow and I will be gone for quite a few hours. So I needed to record the Tuesday sessions a couple of hours early, so at least 2 of them were done tonight. Looking good, looking good. We're doing 20-minute sessions. Gonna just stick with them. There will not be as many today on the postings on Tuesday because you have a Senate thing to consider, and I will determine tomorrow night whether we're taking it to Caesar for a thumbs up, thumbs down on a poll as to whether or not we should grant an expansion of service area. And that's something I should look into, is how can I get a vehicle to Renville? My old borough train is to Waldmouth. You know what? That's a good idea. I just like this idea. go. Build up that little area just a tad bit. And then we will allow a bridge there. I'm going to get him up here. There we go. The worst part, though, is that's a double climb, and I don't like double climbs, as we know. So we're still going to do it. Grab that iron we didn't use before. Put in the stations now. Fix the one line break we've got. %50 to take off from Prima Sententia. And because it's from Prima, we're going to call that the Prime Pacer. And down the road, we will probably straighten this route and take him over here and avoid this climb up. But not right away. And of course we screwed up again. There we go. Make it all one stop again. Pricey as all get out, but oh well. Well, what do we got here? An issue waiting to happen. Go find one of those stations that's open from now on. How's that sound? Looks pretty good. Got that bias. And this should take care of everything. We do need to take and put in some mailboxes, but we'll do that next episode. It's been 20 minutes. Nice, simple moves. Simple things. Looking at our finances. We're losing money for the year. How did we do that? Well, simple. I think we've overbuilt. We'll have to see. There's been the steady downward climb. We've got to turn that around. And that might be why Caesar says no, or the Senate says don't even think about it going to Caesar. And that's up to you. Again, down in the comments, leave a comment whether you think we should put it to a vote. Does the Senate, my commenters, feel we should have a vote on whether to expand service and how? Tell us which directions. We're going to go out to sea, along the coast again, stretching it along the coast, 3 directionals, whatever. Whichever ones get the highest will get put onto the poll. Standard rules for tie breaking. It'll be by even and odds on monthly, weekly, and hourly, or 48-hour, I should say, posts when I take a look, if we do a poll, just like the last time. I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better day than I'm having.